What's going on, everybody? My name is Ben and welcome back to the bench for our final episode on our 1/48 scale Pfalz D.IIIa by Eduard. Today we're going to go ahead and finish off this build, and we have a lot to do, so let's waste no time. Let's get started. So the first thing we need to go ahead and do, guys, is we need to go ahead and apply our gloss coat. After that is cured, we need to come back and apply our decals. And hopefully these decals will work far better than their predecessors did, because I really would love to be able to say that I removed the decal film off of our decals. I don't have high hopes that that can happen, but we're going to try it. So let's go ahead and jump into our first time lapse, grab our future, grab our decals, and let's get this party started. Alright guys, we are back. Decals are on, although I was not able to remove the carrier film. I just couldn't get that to budge, but it's okay. We're just going to move on, and I'm going to start adding in some details. We're going to actually add in some shock absorbing wraps around the axle and the undercarriage, and that's something I've been wanting to do, so let's go ahead and check it out. I'm going to use some paracord. This is 550 strand cord. We're going to remove a couple of the inner filaments, and those are what we're going to be using for our shock absorbers. So you can see here we have a lot of these kind of coiled wraps around the center axle right here. So we're going to try to reproduce that with, well, paracord. So first off, we're going to take some super glue. We're going to go ahead and make a little drop of super glue there on the undersurface of that undercarriage, and we're going to tack in one end of our paracord filament. Then we're just going to go ahead and start wrapping these and kind of intertwining it around the axle, up through the support bar, along the struts, just kind of in that whole general vicinity. We're going to wrap it around itself. We're going to double back. We're going to see if we can't make it look a little bit more artistically representative of what we've got in our references. And yeah, fingers crossed, this adds a little bit of life there to this particular area, which is quite visible when you're looking at the model. Now, once this is done, I can then tack it in place and move over to the other side, and then we can talk a little bit more about installing the wheels and then eventually coloring these and getting them looking a little bit closer to the reference photos. For the other side as well, same deal, drop a super glue, tack in one end, then start looping and threading these filaments through the axle and around the struts. We will be good to go. And then I think for a color, I want to come back with some Tamiya panel line accent, and we're going to use gray and just let that kind of panel liner soak in to these filaments, basically tinting the fabric itself, and then hopefully coming up with a really neat color. Now I could go all out and do even more than that, but I think for what we've got going on right here, this is going to be fine. So now that that is all finished up, we're going to move over to our second major hurdle for the episode, and that's going to be rigging. And I am no expert when it comes to rigging. I've only rigged a few aircraft in my time, and this is going to be tedious, it's going to be time consuming, and probably a little frustrating. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to grab some easy line, we're going to grab some magnet wire, we're going to go ahead and grab some super glue and some accelerator. We're going to take our magnet wire, we're going to make a couple of eyelets by wrapping it around a very thin micro drill bit. We're going to then snip those clean, we're going to drop them into the hole, holes that we drilled out a couple episodes ago. And then we're going to go ahead and take our easy line, lock it into place, and then string it through all those eyelets and then terminate it off in whatever area we need to go ahead and glue it. That's the plan. I don't have a very good camera to show all that very intricate detail, so we're just going to show what we can and we're going to push through. Let's just get in there, guys. Let's get everything rigged. Let's get the details all nicely installed and then hit everything with a final flat coat. And we'll be back and, well, we'll see how it turns out. Fingers crossed this goes well and we can get ourselves a finished Pfalz D.IIIa. All right, everybody, so we are back, and after a lot of time here on the bench, we have finished off our rigging. We have all the parts glued into place. We have everything flat coated, and we are done with our 1/48 scale Pfalz D.IIIa by Eduard. Now, honestly, I'm not happy with the aircraft. It is what it is, and we were able to push through, finish off the rigging, so it's not terrible. But this is what we've got right here. This is our finished product, and as you can see from 3 feet, it doesn't look too bad. I actually like the look. I like the color scheme. I did have a major issue though with those decals. I could not remove the carrier film on each of these decals, and so I have a weird pattern across all of them. That I don't like. But it is what it is. At least it has a nice kind of vibrant color scheme. I really enjoyed painting up the propeller though. I think that's one area I'm very proud of. And then adding in some of the piping and some of the extra wires and whatnot, plus the shock absorbers around the struts in the main undercarriage. That also a lot of fun. So this kit itself was kind of been a mixed bag for me. Zooming in for you here, you can check out some of the detail. The rigging itself was very tedious, very time consuming, and at times extremely frustrating, but we did it. We got it finished, and adding in the eyelets, plus kind of threading through the easy line, that actually was at times kind of fun. So I enjoyed aspects of it. but issues kept cropping up. No matter what I did, I just kept having trouble, like the glue wasn't bonding, all of my eyelets kept shooting out of my tweezers when I tried to place them. It just was one thing after another, so yeah, kind of frustrating. That's why I don't really build World War I aircraft all that much. So the question is, where do we go from here, right? What are we going to be doing next? Since this model is finished, what's next on the build docket? And to be honest, I don't know. I need to figure that out. There's a lot of kits in my stash, a lot of ideas I've got in my brain, different build series, maybe even dioramas or all sorts of things. I'd love to get back into sci-fi. I've got a lot of builds ready to go for that. I need to look back at my stash. I need to go ahead and go through my notes, figure out what it is I might want to build. And to be honest, the mojo is a little bit on the low side these days. Even though this was a great model kit, even this aircraft had some trouble with the decals, having to change the paint scheme around, having all the craziness with the rigging. I just haven't been feeling it. So I want to go ahead and figure out what I want to build, and I might take a little bit of time to kind of figure that out. But if you guys have any suggestions, any aircraft you might want to see me build, I can go ahead and look through my stash and see if those maybe speak to me, see if I've got something that might work for it. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. Basically, we'll just put it like that. But until our next episode, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the aircraft. It was a good model. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. But yeah, certain things about it just really kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm glad I'm all finished up with it. But until our next episode, guys, thank you so much for watching. You know the drill. Go out there, get yourself some bench time, have some fun, build something cool, and we'll see you back here on the next episode of Ben Builds for another project and a brand new modeling adventure. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.